I can see that two ways. In one way, I'm excited. That means I'm never going to be bored. I can always look for something, and there's things out there I will always be learning and growing. On the other side of it is that question of, oh my gosh, how much do I still not know? And then being okay with all of the stuff that I don't know, because that's really when I can recognize that if I've slipped into more of the egoic side of it, the ego is always wanting to have the answers. In the divine space, I know because I am. And that's where the answers are found. And so it's I can see why this word is so much connected to the material sense in our particle side of it in this system as we're hunting and chasing after the things that we're needing to do what? The base element of what this word means to ascend out of where? Out of the land of not into the land of where I am. Instead of this inverted realm that it's just so upside down and backwards and empty. And why a lot of it in what you were mentioning, Lisa, about the Kleepot is so true, that most of our journey is spent down in the shell. And we have no idea. Like the bottom of the journey of going up is to get to the kingdom, the Malkut. But if you're not in the kingdom of the Malkut at the bottom, then you're in the Kleepot. But most people think that is like, I've arrived. And in some ways, that is true. Because if you spent your life in the dark, in the ignorance, and you're in the Kleepot, in the shell, the kingdom would seem like it is the point of achievement. And I know that when I was specifically in the church, it was always about the kingdom. Everything was about the kingdom of God, bringing the kingdom of God onto earth. But when we see that it literally is the bottom, it's the starting point for the journey above the soil. Like we have to crawl out of the Kleepot, out of our shell, and enter into the Malkut, the kingdom, where then the tree of life gets to start expanding. And here's the beauty of it. The Kleepot is that which is under the ground that is technically providing the nourishment we need for our essence to move up into the tree of life. You can't just cut it off. They're connected. Does the tree say to the roots, I have no need of you? Considering that that's where it started as a seed in the dark soil, in the ignorance? No, it cannot. It can't cut off. If it gets cut off from the roots, if it gets cut off completely from the Kleepot, where it's pulling the nourishment from, the tree ceases to be.